Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Gaming Teacher here, bringing you what should be episode number 20 of the Road to Glory, but is actually just a video of me playing the first round of the draft. And the reason for that is, and it's no surprise for me to say this, but FIFA 17 is absolutely dead, and I am unable to find a game to play in Division 1. And you might be thinking, well, that's impossible because there must be people still playing the game, and you'd be right, there are. But it seems like anybody who's got a decent connection or anybody who, basically anyone who's got a good connection has stopped playing the game. Every single time I link up with another player, it's a 1 or 2 bar signal, and I've tried playing those people. It's so laggy, you can't play football, it's just irritating, the footage looks rubbish, so it wouldn't be any good for you guys to watch. However, when I played a game on the draft, the connection was perfect. There was 4 bars straight away, the gameplay was lovely, easy, smooth football, and it's just really frustrating because I would have, regardless of whether I would have got relegated or stayed up in Division 1, I definitely would have had the final episode ready to go for you guys to watch. But because I cannot get a game with someone who has a connection worth playing, it's impossible to do that. So what I've done instead is, in order to get this message out to those people that do watch the videos every week, so I can only apologise that this really anticlimactic and rubbish video is the end to the FIFA 17 Road to Glory, and it annoys me. It actually upsets me a little bit that we worked so hard and we can't finish it properly because we've got our timings wrong, and FIFA's died on us before we had the chance to finish what we started. But that being said, if we reflect on what we managed to achieve in such a short amount of time, I think it was, at the start, it was a 6-week road to glory. It's probably been a little bit longer than that, probably about 8 months, so 8 weeks, so 2 months. We've gone from having a bronze team to two full gold teams, 1 BPL and 1 Bundesliga, and not just gold teams, but there's some relatively good players in there. We managed to compete in a FUT Champions season and finish in a relatively good division. Relatively good rank. We managed to get to Division 1, and we've competed in Division 1 a couple of times. We were solid in Division 2 every single time we played there. So on that regard, we've done well. I also think one of my favourite things about having done this Road to Glory is the players that I've got to play with that I wouldn't normally use, but not only that I've got the chance to play with them, but actually find out how brilliant they are. So, for example, Martin Braithwaite, the player for Middlesbrough, the striker, is absolutely phenomenal, and you can see it in the gameplay. He scores goals for fun, and he's only 78 rated, 79 rated. He's an average goal player, but he is brilliant, and he's not like your Andre Grays or your Callum Wilsons, who are just pace abusers. He genuinely is a good player. He can score from anywhere. He's not bad on a free kick. He's got the 4-star skill moves, which those guys don't have. He's just an absolute terror. I haven't got his stats in front of me, but I know for certain that he scored more goals than games he played. I think he played about 65 games for the club, and he scored over 70 goals, plus at least 20 assists. That's ridiculous. Now, those are stats that go with players like the inform Hazards or Team of the Season Sons, those sort of players. But he was a 78 rated gold for Middlesbrough. he's just one of the players that stood out for me as being really fantastic. Adam Lallana was one of my better players to use on the game. I thought he was very good. And he's higher rated than Braithwaite, and at 82 rated, you'd probably expect him to perform. But for a player that cost me barely any money, he was really good. Assists all over the place. He did score goals, and just nothing more than impressive from him. I think in terms of the way we play the game, we got better, definitely. You can see not in the first episodes, in the first couple of games in the higher divisions, pretty much as soon as we got to Division 3 and Division 2, the amount of goals we started conceding went through the roof. But then, towards the end of the Road to Glory, we stopped conceding goals and we started restricting it to we might concede 1 goal, 2 at a maximum in a game, because our ability to defend was so good at the end of it. Which means, in my mind with that information, I'm thinking, if we had timed things better and I had actually got a chance to have a run at Division 1, we'd have definitely got safety, if not tried to push for the division title. Now, that's a bit head in the clouds. I don't actually think, even with the best team, I'm not probably good enough to win Division 1. But I can definitely challenge, and I don't think we were far away from that. So, actually, that excites me a little bit for what we might be able to achieve in FIFA 18, especially now that we've seen how able some of these lower ranked players are, that I can bring them in for cheap and use them and abuse them and just fire ourselves through FIFA 18. I'm also excited by the fact that we competed so well with average players against team of the season teams and legends. We were coming up against full team of the season teams, all 11 players with blue cards, or blue cards and informed cards, that sort of stuff, which really we shouldn't be able to compete with. But I beat some of those teams 3 or 4-0. So that means that going forward, we can expect to achieve good things next season when we're actually at the same level as everybody else. Now, I've not quite decided how I'm going to film or record and edit my Road to Glory next season. I might stick with a similar format. I might just do like Nepenthez does his. He just films one whole game and talks throughout it. I've not decided, so if anyone's got any ideas of how I could do that, please put them down below. But I'm looking forward to what's to come next. I can only apologise for not being able to finish this Road to Glory properly. But unfortunately that's the way this has ended. But as always, guys, thank you so much for all the support that you've given me over the last 20 episodes. I've enjoyed the editing and all of that stuff, and I've thoroughly enjoyed communicating with some of you guys. Hopefully in FIFA 18 we'll start to pick up some more subs and views. I'm not sure when the release date is, but I'm pretty sure I've got the 3-day early access, so keep an eye out for that to come. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Sorry it was a bit of a boring one, and I'll see you in FIFA 18.